And we are live. T-minus 23 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky round 14 Hungarian Grand Prix at the Hungaroring. It's been techier than techie things overnight. So Baxter B in the house. It is techie than techie things. Oh my gosh, Cameron, we don't need that. I can hear myself in my bloody ears. We don't need that, Cameron. What are we doing? Go on then. This is important. Michael, you're a legend. Apple TV has better cameras, so we can actually watch the race instead of looking at Lando's and what colour stickers the sponsors put. Let's go. Let's go. I don't hate it, Mikey. You're glad Apple TV is at the end of the UK bias next year. Well, not necessarily, mate, because I don't know how that's going to work, whether North American feed will still use Brundle et al. Go on then. It's going to get tacky. Campbell or the Matt Sweeties box out the store. Michael, let's talk about this. I've been meaning to address this. Lewis Hamilton didn't even want to talk. Contempt for the con man. Compassion for the con. In this instance, I feel like Lewis Hamilton is the conned. Is techie. Let me tell you why. Because Sir Lewis Hamilton stands, fans, extremists and fundamentalists have been peddling the Lewis Hamilton propaganda. You're going to win the 8th, Lewis. We have faith. The man that you are, Lewis Hamilton. He is him, Lewis Hamilton. He is my GOAT, they said about Lewis Hamilton. Oh, but Max Verstappen can't even get himself a race victory. Do you see the dichotomy with which we're dealing? I mean, be consistent ever so slightly. I don't want to ram on Lewis. I can't do it, won't do it, will never do it. Not at this stage. Lewis Hamilton's performance is very sadly. We're doing one of these that we're improving. The gap between Charles and Lewis was converging. Lewis was getting his feet underneath the Scuderia Ferrari table and he was getting better. And then yesterday happened. For the longest time, the justification for the poor performances even was the SF25 lacking rigidity as far as its rear suspension, unable to run it as close to the floor as the design philosophy requires. Yesterday, however, if Charles Leclerc hadn't gotten through to Q3, we would have been peddled the same propaganda, right? That would have been the justification. The car's still not where I need it to be. I haven't got confidence in it through the medium to high speed turns, even though there are none of those around her, etc, etc. You get where I'm going with this. However, by dint of the fact that Lewis didn't get into Q3 and then Charles Leclerc put it where? Remind me, on pole. That justification is out the window. I have compassion for Sir Lewis. He's doing his best. Is he as focused as he was when he was 25, 26? Probably not. But could he even be at the ripe old age of 40? He's executive producer of the F1 movie, etc. He's doing other things, diversifying his activity portfolio, as you would expect a man of 40 years old to do. However, ladies and gentlemen, it is the fan base. I'm blaming the fan base for the difficulties, the travails that Sir Lewis Hamilton currently finds himself in, because they lie through their teeth. I had somebody message me and say, Cameron, let me correct you on this, Cameron. You've put forth T-minus 20 minutes until we get ourselves a cheeky race start. 146 if you're watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Somebody tried to correct me in my analysis and characterisation of Lewis Hamilton's interview yesterday. Post-quali, Lewis Hamilton said these words, and I quote, "I'm useless. I am useless. Every time. I'm useless. Maybe Ferrari need to change the driver. It's not the car because the car's on pole. I'm useless." Now, if we were going to talk about signifier and signified, what the intention of Sir Lewis Hamilton's soliloquy was, I think it's motivational. Lewis has to know on the back of the 7 championships, maybe form is temporary, classes, all of that good stuff. Lewis will be better. Like after the Hungarian Grand Prix at Sandvor or Lasvet, he will be better than this. Whether he'll ever have fire flames hot enough to defeat one Charles Leclerc, a fire-breathing dragon of an F1 peddler in his pomp and prime, that's another conversation. I don't believe for a second that Lewis Hamilton believes, with all of his accolades, GOAT settings, Mount Rushmore of F1, that he's useless. That's a motivational tool. But did those words come out of his mouth, ladies and gentlemen of the jury? Abso-flipping-lutely, I'm useless. Colt LH out here telling me, oh, Cameron, he didn't actually say those words. The words that he says were, I was useless during the qualifying session. An important caveat and distinction to make, because there is a temporal. Behave yourself. You can't continue. Look. So Lewis, if there are fans, there are extremist fans in every fan base, but there is something about Colt LH. They love to do one of these. They love to do it. It's ridiculous at this point. You do Sir Lewis his legacy a disservice. You cannot, you should not disbelieve the evidence of your own eyes, own ears. Telling me he didn't say those are the words that came out of his mouth. I'm useless. And fair play, it was a bad performance. He didn't want to talk to anybody and he was being too negative. Give Lewis Hamilton a bit of grace, but I cannot extend the same grace to these noddy fans that keep doing one of the, oh, Lewis is the best. Lewis, oh, he's not got the car. What do you mean he's not got the car? What do you mean the car's tricky to drive? Charles put it where? On bloody put. So what are we talking about the car? What are you talking about? Lewis tapped on more downforce because he wanted the car to be more stable at the rear. He struggles to deal with it more than one Charles Leclerc. This is outrageous. I just can't chat. I can't. I'm done. You can see the humanity indeed, Brett. American sports cars are taking a dive. Like, I just don't know where we're going with this. Sabotage, Michael. What are we doing? You cannot. This is indeed the worst run of Lewis Hamilton's. If you talk, well, it depends on the lens through which you view it. I'd argue that 2 to 3 tenths historically season to date was the gap between Charles. It got to 0.4 on average, and then it became. But you want to do it in super times terms as a percentage of the lap and tyre, right? But it was converging up until this race, with qualifying place at least, and then all of a sudden you get that it's just. But I don't know. It's If Lewis Hamilton doesn't podium, so I'll end the soliloquy this way. I apologise for going skirt. Oh, Max Verstappen isn't winning any races. What do you mean he hasn't got a car either? Lewis Hamilton fans talking about Max Verstappen's poor performance. you can't even. The level. But you see me, I'm lost for words. All of a sudden, nonsense. Easy GT double M. I just can't. I just don't believe that people can be so stupid or naive. Stupid's the wrong word, but naive. No, Lewis Hamilton will be he'll beat my willful abbots of a reason. It's just nods. It's laughable. It's laughable. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the car's really tricky to drive. Lewis tapped on more bloody downforce than Charles. What are you doing? He had more rear wing. So how is the car tricky to drive than Charles, who put it on bloody... Listen, forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do, Red. That's what it is. That's all that it can be, eh? Do me a favour, smash the like. If you like the stream, then like the stream. It's important for a couple of different reasons. To let the YouTube algorithm know that we're not out here talking nonsense. In the second instance, if you want to become a member, bottom left of your screen, click the join, get yourself priority in the chat, get yourself over to the community tab and join the Discord, using which we continue the F1 barbership conversation. Stroll for podium can potentially, Michael, imagine, especially if it starts raining. Unbelievable. Lewis needs to start watching this channel. I don't know if he can. TWM. I mean, he would have come into contact with the channel at some point, but it's not Lewis. Lewis isn't the bloody problem. It's the fan base from which he needs to disassociate. Do you know what I mean? Oh, oh, Max Verstappen's rubbish. Shall put it on pole. Look, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones, you know what I mean? Question, if Lando and Oscar don't have the lead over Ferrari in the first handful of laps on a start, McLaren will likely look to undercut via pit stop. Who do they prioritise, Lando or... They'll prioritise the person with the track position. Always, they'll have to. It's a difficult decision to make, right? But they'll prioritise the person who have track position. And I would argue that 9 times out of 10, that will be OJP. Remember, though, Lando got a really decent start from the pole last time round. However, he got mugged. He was the meat in last time round, 2024 I'm talking about. He was the meat in a Max Verstappen and OJP sandwich. OJP mugged him up the inside. Max chose to go around the outside. It will get techier than techie things going into turn one. There's a long-ish run into turn one. It will get techier than techie things for the pole sitter Charles Leclerc, particularly because he's in a Scuderia Ferrari car. It is not the quickest car. I would argue that Charles Leclerc is point to point one of the quickest drivers that we have ever seen in Formula One. Case in point, yesterday, he shouldn't be on pole. That was Max Verstappen-esque in Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Jean Alesi's ability to be the difference maker. That's what we're talking about here. Did you see, by the way, in the drivers' parade that Lewis didn't even talk? He's really upset with himself. Really upset. I don't think it's the poor performance in a vacuum necessarily, but F1 is a relative game, right? The fact that his teammate in a car that was more difficult to drive, managed to drop it on pole. That's where it gets techie. I love the Max haters coming out now. But if you look, Derek, let me just say Self-awareness is a real thing. Self-awareness is a real thing. Now, Colt RH, isn't the time to throw stones at Max Verstappen. He's put it on pole a couple of times when he shouldn't have, right? Is this the best performance in the world that you'll ever see from Max Verstappen? Probably not. Does he have the car to do such a thing? Probably not. Is that a mirror image of the Sir Lewis Hamilton circumstance? Probably. But I didn't see Tsunoda dropping it on pole in the same car, and therein lies the difference. There, it's coming, Red, I promise you. Therein lies the difference. I just can't. It's nonsense. The lack of self-awareness from certain fans in the fan base is deafeningly, pant-wettingly loud, and I cannot. We are T-minus 12 minutes away from a cheeky race start, and I'm here for it. I mean, if the grid walk, you've got to talk to Stefano Dominicali, then we're reaching, aren't we? We're reaching just a little bit over here. It's not good enough, I don't think. Right, let's go. Let's get some metrics, because this is going to be chaos, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury. I can't wait. I had to go. Pardon me. Do you know what I mean? Forgive me, Lord, for my sins, for I know not what I do. I had to go scorched earth today. I was talking to Mama Cameron, bless her, about all of the flack that I've been taking, saying that Lewis might struggle. He's 40 years old, only 3 champions in F1 history. He's going to try and race against one of the quickest drivers ever in F1 history, in Charles Leclerc, a fire-breathing. Oh no, Cameron, he'll be all right. Keep the faith. Faith is the belief in something without it. You just can't. You cannot write it in a book. People want to be coloured surprised now because he's struggling against Charles. He's brilliant, is Lewis. He was fantastic, one of the best that we've ever seen. Do you know what I mean? Take nothing away from him. Although that argument is a moving target, over to the Windows settings. The more that we see of this, what's the weather saying for the race? I think it'll be there's no rain at the moment. I mean, he might get a bit taken 40 to 60% of some rain, but I don't think Leclerc still modern day journalist. Maybe I have to retire the moniker for him. I mean, he's got it in him. That's the point of the modern day journalist comparison, if we are being honest, because journalist also had it in him on occasion. But whether he could make a routine out of those brilliant instances was a different thing. That therein lies the difficulty. And breathe. Right, let me get ourselves some metrics. And again, the metrics today will be brought to you by the legends over at Multiview. A cheeky word with Oscar. Oscar. Not that you should judge on countenance and appearance and the intention with which one walks. But if you are going to judge, Oscar Piastri looks like he's not come to play today. Do you know what I mean? He's got that. He just looks like he's come to get what's his. He's not messing about, is he? He's not messing about, this Oscar Jack Piastri fella, at all. Not at all. Very bold, Safak. What's Safak said? Bold prediction: P1 Charles, P2 Lewis. Bloody Nora. I mean, you'll need an act of God there, Safak. P3 George. Hungary's always chaos, like a box of chocolates. Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump settings, you'll never know what you're going to get. I need 115 minutes of Lando's mom and 5 minutes of a race, said without a hint of sarcasm. Ground effect cars do not seat late breakers like Lou. I don't disagree. It's all about presenting the car nice and neat to entry. Keep it. Look at Charles getting in the car like he's like, right, this is my time now, 25 points. And look at Scuderia Ferrari rallying around him. That looks like a film. The strength and the vibrance of the red of Charles Leclerc's overalls, them their red overalls with the yellow badge and black prancing horse atop is chaos. Maybe 26 will change all that. It's a good shout though, to be fair. Maybe 26 will change that, but maybe it won't. You're guessing. And even if it does that mean? I don't know. Chat is too much. I don't know what's going on. I don't think John, so 247 of you watching could only do me a favour and smash the light. 19, I think he went. Got to be 5 or so. What are we talking about? They could legit do this. They have nothing to lose. Talking about Shaw, a little bit of rain from 18. Oh, there we go, John. I'm listening, but they haven't mentioned rain just yet, so. Well, I believe that drivers like a certain type of VAR, I can't believe that a change in the way the cars are built will affect the driver's performance. I mean, it's peculiar, isn't it? Cameron said Lewis was the GOAT of his era, but his era is gone. By the way, did Lewis do anything to stop Mercedes sabotage rumours? Oh, Joel, not really. Not really. You could argue that he exacerbated them. I mean, he was confused, right? He was looking for answers. Issa, you're a legend. Oscar, the Melbourne serial killer, will get the job done. He looks like he's not come to play, bless him. He's on it. He's modern day OJP. God, what's going on with these metrics, eh? I'm not loving this. I hope you're good this Sunday. I'm looking forward to the race. All of the action will be front loaded into turn 1, lap 1. It's gonna get techie. I can't wait. As far as how much of a spectacle this race will be. Well, that's up for debate ever so slightly, but I think going into turn 1, it could get a bit techie. Here we go, and now we have ourselves some metrics. And again, support multi-viewer because they support us. Go and download them on a PC or a laptop. Yeah, you can't get it on a tablet, not just it. I think they're working on that coffee and chips. Let's go. Get rid of DRS. Oof, Fernando, don't hate that. P2D wins the settings. Oh, for humanity. Let's go. Let's go, Ethan, you're a legend. Oh, go on then. Let's get ourselves some metrics out. And Matthew and Michael, far too kind as always. Let's go. Okay. Let us go. They're trying to hype this up, ain't they? And I'm here for it. Let's go. Lewis is really down. That Ferrari car doesn't suit him. It doesn't suit him at all. But I think what made him more down, what's for lunch? Nothing yet, Michael. I'm on my OMAD flex, trying to do 1 meal a day at the moment. Your boy's far too. I mean, when they talk about the overweight lady, they might be, but for the lady piece, of course, they might be talking about me. Not good enough. Look at them doing the bloody the hype edit. Last race almost killed me going to work with Freya. Brett, your levels of commitment to the F1 cause are unparalleled. OJP first corner. Well, I think Max will be sliding and skating with the McLarens, won't cope with the wind. So I did chaos prediction, but I'm never right with predictions. Go on then, prediction time. I think Charles will do well in the early running to consolidate for P1. But I'm going for, what are they doing here on Sky? They're trying to do something different here. What are they do? What's Sky doing? They're trying a different thing, but I'm not. No, Nando's yet, Gleek. Do me a favour, chat, and smash the like. It matters. If you like the stream, then like the stream. Matters more than you might realise. Lest we want for the YouTube algo to think that we're out here chatting rubbish nonsense. Sometimes we do that, but not always. You know what I mean? 317 of you watching concurrently. We have only 100 likes by my very noddy maths. That's less than 1/3, less than 33%. Do me a favour now. Take a second and smash the like. It's important. Looking to go purple sectors this year, and I cannot, no, will not, without your help. T-minus 4 minutes away from a cheeky race start, and I'm here for it, or formation lapping even. Excuse me. No, but I can't. Lewis will come through if he stays out of the chaos. The problem is, Clive, with that assertion, it's very hard to overtake around it. We'll go through 2021 in a second. If past his prologue and F1 history doesn't repeat, but it does sometimes rhyme, there will be 70 laps of this race. From memory, round 14, Budapest, Hungary, the Hungaroring. Elevation, 3 meters, something, okay? 4.4 kilometers race lap track distance, 70 laps. Track lap record 113.447, 34 meters elevation, 326 kilometers is your maximum velocity. C3, C4 and C5 are the tyres that Pirelli have brought over humanity. Any betting? Put me in an F1 car coach. Oh dear, it's gonna get techie. Chibi, you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you for handling that. I think that's indicative of us going places here. This 2025. Right, 2021. Well, you got to remember that they call this Monaco without walls, meaning therefore it's more of a karting track than a modern day F1 car track, meaning therefore that it's very difficult to overtake around. If we rewind back to 2021, when Esteban Ocon won that year, there were a couple of different instances that show you as much. Remember, Lewis was working his way through the pack in a god-tier market-leading Mercedes. He couldn't get round Fernando Alonso for laps because Fernando Alonso made his car super wide and was doing brilliant as far as his level of defensive driving. That means a couple of different things. Track position is key. Kayori, legend, stretches. Morning, Kayori. Kayori, I need to tell you about a conversation that I had with Mama Cameron. I said, I'm going to go hard, Mama. I can't have it. I've had enough with the Colt LH. Mama Cameron's like, no, don't, no. No, man, you can't do that. It's like, Mum, I'm going to go hot. I have to. I'm not going to call anybody out by name. Despite the fact that they always call me out by name, I will extend them that much grace. But the amount of foolishness that I've seen in the space over the last 24 hours. Oh, it's really, Lewis's car is really tricky to drive. What? Go on then, remind me. Let's sense check that maths. Where did the guy in the other car finish? You put it on pole. So how tricky is the car to drive? Unless we forget that Lewis tapped on more rear wing, more downforce. Mama, honestly, Kyrie, I could never. Lord God, the thing was mad. I'm not even gonna lie. But I digress. A cheeky argument between your boy and his mum. As she tried to, I mean, I can't rally. I'm not a douchebag to rally on Sir Lewis. I can't do it. I don't have it in me. That would be poor form. I would be a douchebag to do that, to kick a man when he's down. But the fan base who have been kicking me and we and us for as near as makes no difference 36 months. Those who can't hear Kayori, well, they must feel. Do you know what I mean? Those who can't hear, they must feel. We are seconds away from a cheeky formation lap, and I'm here for it. Giovanni, the legend that is. Sky F1, keep the production values fresh because you YouTube youngsters are raising the bar as far as F1 commentary. I appreciate you, Giovanni. Big up. Yeah, something's going on, eh? They're trying to do something. They're trying to spice it up a tad. Good luck to them. Do you know what I mean? Good luck to them. They're gonna. There is something to be said for hard work, dedication, and I don't want to say. Oh, here we go. We've got all the family round today, so you'll excuse me if you can hear some noise in the background. It will get techier than techie things potentially. Lando not allowed to touch the trophy. Better not touch any trophy. Not yet. Richard, you're a little Richard, mate. Long time no see. Look at the big bloody smile on my face. OG of the channel, Richard Evers, mate. Long time no see. EC, why do you even give Colt LH or your love? Why is it worth it? EC, you're right. You are right. Because I've been taking whippings from them for 30 years. Oh, Cameron, you're not a real Sir Lewis Hamilton fan. You always the real Sir Lewis Hamilton fans now would be concerned about Lewis and Lewis's well-being, right? Rather than throwing stones whilst they sit in an underperformance glass house at none other than Maximilian Verstappen. Be concerned about you. But I'm reminded of a story. There's a story like a Greek-Roman mythos story where King Saul. There's two women argue SO. Can we just please give Lewis till 2026? I hear you, SO. And I'm with me and you singing from the same hymn sheet. But I'm reminded of a story. Do you remember when King Saul, there was an argument between who's the mother of the baby? And King Saul said, oh, what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the baby in half and I'm going to give you each half. And one of the mums, in inverted commas, says, yes, that's fair. The other mum said, no, I don't want my baby to die. Give the baby to her. And King Saul was like, well, you're the mum, right? It's the sentiment and the intent. And the true Sir Lewis Hamilton fans are concerned now more than ever with Sir Lewis not throwing stones at Max at the altar of underperformance. For flip's sake, I can't even do it. Honestly, Dave, I'm going to go scorched earth again. The amount of nonsense. Oh, it's the car. Safak, unbelievable. As it is chaos. Richard, you're a legend, mate. How have you been, sir? Unbelievable. You can't even write it. 427 of you in the chat concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. The reason why you take the whippings is because you go scorched earth. So you're going to get scorched earth. No, Neil. Let's not do that. Let's not let's not pretend that this is an equitable game. This is not an equitable game. By dint of the fact that we're nearly 50,000, your boy has to sit here and go, there are videos made on your boy. Oh, Cameron's such an uncle. He's such a bounty. Oh, how very dare he claim. He's not a real Lewis Hamilton fan. He doesn't love and worship Sir Lewis. The haloed one at the same altar that we do. He doesn't dine as frequently from the restaurant of Sir. And I just sit here. I can't call out any names because I'd be a douchebag. I just have to sit here and tolerate it and take it. And it makes me sad. And now this is the time. Not to clap back at Sir Lewis, but to clap back at the fan base, because I've had enough of them. I think they're douchebags. I think they're absolute douchebags. One red light, 2 red lights, 3 red lights, 4 red lights, 5 red lights, and we are out. Go on then. Charlotte's got a bad boy start. Look at that. Oscar Piastri's getting his lunch stolen by Lando. Lando's got the inside of Oscar. Oh, but Oscar's defensive sufficiently. George Russell tries one round the outside of Oscar, but Lando's lost the place. Flipping Nora Lando. Why, Lando? Always the same nonsense. Lando loses a place. He's about to lose a place to Fernando Alonso. For flip's sake, Lando. Why can't Lando do anything? He wasn't slow though, Daniel, but he just doesn't. He doesn't read the start room on P. He just doesn't. I just don't think I think he's almost too risk averse. He needs to get his elbows out. Now falling back into the clutches is Lando Norris. Of one Gabriel Bortoleto. What are we doing? Lando bottle lap 1. Stop with Lewis Cam. I can't, Michael. I can't. It's not Lewis, it's the fan base. Like, you got to extend yourself some empathy, eh? As far as Lewis is concerned, don't kick a man when he's down, but bloody the fan base. No chance. Can't blame Lando for that. He gave it the effort. I know what you mean. It was it felt a bit motor racing, but he always. I mean, if you make a habit out of it, then it's not good enough, is it? Really, let's be honest. If you're going to win a championship, 5 minutes worth of Lando bottle jobbing the start. You listener, let's go OJP. Go on then, runners and riders. Your biggest winner off the back of the start. I mean, Georgia's done well, Alonso's done well, both of whom stole the lunch money of Lando and Norris. Shout out to Charles Leclerc, eh? Shout out to Charles Leclerc. Look at that. Consolidates for a P1. Just the exact same thing that Lando Norris cannot do. Colapinto down 4. Gasly down 3. I think that might be because they started from Piastri Monza. It's coming, isn't he? 70 laps race distance, by the way. The important thing is, no question, Oscar gets first dibs on the strategy. Agreed. Yeah, he's down the road, isn't he? Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. It's going to get techier than techie thinks. By the way, we didn't go through pit stop strategy, did we? But we could do that now. Here we are, Max. Let's go. Max up the inside. Up 1 place. Or actually, mean reversion. He started P8, did he? Oh, Charles Leclerc got it done. What's going on here? Oh no, Charles Leclerc, purple sector. I thought Piastri had overtaken Charles and then Charles had re-overtaken him. What's going on here, Cameron? Play your way into the creaser. So go on then, possible strategies. Lest we forget, all of the top 11 have all started on mediums, meaning therefore pit stop, depending on what they play, lap 18 to lap 22 or lap 25 to lap 21. Carlos Sainz, Alex Albon, Hulkenberg have started racy on soft compound tyres. Expect them to pit anywhere between lap 8 and lap 14 first time round. Lewis Hamilton has gone on hards. So too Pierre Gasly, as Lance Stroll goes down to bloody Nora and Max Verstappen. Just steady on, Max. Do you know what I mean? Lest we want them to say that you're watched, sir. Overtaking around Hungary like it's Spa-Francorchamps. What are we doing? Lewis down 2 places. Not looking good, eh? But you would expect that on hards. You would expect that on hards. Oh wow, Brunda asked the right question. Where is the McLaren pace? It's too cool. Look at the track temperatures and air temperatures, 32 degrees Celsius and 22 degrees Celsius respectively, meaning therefore that the double brake duct minimizing for the extent of the tide. Oh my gosh, look at Max. Oh my goodness. All right. Max the class. On Stroll, Lewis down 2 places on hards. Michael, I know you're too kind as always. Leclerc and Lewis were decent in racing, so let's see what happens. But the McLarens have more downforce, so they might be good on tyres, and if a rain comes, might be challenging. True. Yeah, they have more downforce, but I mean, where's their pace, Neil? Brunda just talks about it now, right? 4 laps, and Leclerc already 2 seconds down the road. What? It's half a second a lap that Charles has in hand on OJP. Is Charles going to do this? F1 boy, you're a legend. Lando might have to undercut big here. I mean, he might not have a choice. But again, priority goes to the man in charge, right? Who has track position. Max loves that corner. He's on one, isn't he? Max Verstappen. I mean, he's gained 1 place only, but he lost 1 place off the grid. Here he goes. Max Verstappen around the outside of Bortoleto. Nothing doing. Goes for a cheeky switchback. Is he going to set it up on Borto? Go on then, Max. Great friends, by the way. So expect Bortoleto to be quite respectful here. Clean air from Charles. It's a good shout. 2.2 seconds is the delta between first and second. Max Verstappen's got grip everywhere all of a sudden. It's like that race. It's like the race circumstance has alived that Red Bull. What's going on? He's playing in a dirty air. Charles is a beast. Yeah, Max being given the hurry up. Go on then, Max. Let's get through these ASAP. ASAP. I don't hate this. GB, if you could, mate. I will sort that out. I will sort that out. Bortoleto full start, mate. I'm surprised they even noticed it this time round. Gabby gave you the toe, man. Get out the way. Come on, get out the way. Go on then. Get out the way, Gabriel. Got moves to make. Do you know what I mean? Max Verstappen eased back a tad. Oh no, he's 0.2 now. Let's go. Gabby might get a penalty. Yeah, cheeky false start from Gabby Bortoleto. Maximilian Verstappen about to go on then. Come on then, Kimmy. Lucy's been giving you counsel. Do you know what I mean? Mentoring tips all the way. Same story goes to you, Kimmy. Get out the way, chap. But he's on mediums is the issue. Look at that. The gap between Lewis and Kimmy for 13th place, 0.5. But the problem is that Kimmy won't want to give up that position because then he'll be stuck behind Lewis, who's on slower tyres. Lando's just too conservative on the brakes into turn 1. He doesn't know where he is. The ability. Hulkenberg in the pits already. Let's go. I mean, we thought it was lap 8, lap 6, lest we forget that he started on red labelled soft compound tyres. Max will burn his tyres up potentially. That was not his fault. Part of that's just motor racing for the one that they call Lando. But, I mean, he's made a habit of it, right? He loses places again. Look, he's down 1. Well, so he's overtaken Alonso back. Fair play. As you would expect, he's in a bloody McLaren for Pete's sake. Sneaky Lando trying to overtake us there. I mean, that start from Lando reminds me of his start from at the British Grand Prix. I know Hulkenberg full starting. At least their transponders were working. But you remember Lando last year at Silverstone? He tried to put it around the outside of Lewis. I was like, what are you doing, chap? Twice last year he tried to put it around the outside of Lewis. I'm like, what? Lucy's never having that in a million miles away because for the avoidance of doubt. Caroline, I can't, sadly, mate. I can't. That would get me into big trouble. How are you going to put one around the outside of Lewis? A speculative one. 7-time champion, Mount Rushmore, first round Hall of Fame. You've got no chance. Just like Max Verstappen said, you'll never overtake me around the outside. Never in your life. Slap in the face. Go on then, Max. Over to you, chap. Per GP, let's get round these like cracker sauce. I watched your video, by the way. Chaos. Liam Lawson in a rally car. As near as makes no difference. As quick as a rally driver. What the hell? I mean, initially I thought Liam wouldn't get close to the rally driver, but then I remembered that he's a My hand is fudged, says Isaac Hajar. I took all the gravel. But no, Liam Lawson as news makes no difference. As quick as a rally driver through the rally stage at the Goodwood, at Lord March's Goodwood rally state chaos. Michael, don't be daft, you're fine. Multiple accounts. Oh my gosh, Safak, chaos. We'll sort them out. I don't. He said his hands are fudged. He went through the gravel. Hush, Isaac, says Coyote. Wait meekly, Coyote, and murmur not. Them kind of ones there, you know. Never thought I would see Sab in front of Mats. It's chaos, isn't it? Not for much longer, though, I don't think. The gap, 0.8 between Gabriel Bortoletto and Max Verstappen. That's the fight for 6th position as Oscar Piastri starts to dial it in. Cheeky purple, 22.0 from Oscar Piastri. Last tour, 1/100th quicker than Charles Leclerc, aka modern day Journalese. Pobrecito. He speaks Spanish, Coyote. Gee, I never knew that. Pobrecito. El pobre. Leclerc on 3 seconds. Yeah. 2.8 is the delta between first and second. Runners and riders with T-minus 63 laps to go. Charles Leclerc nailed himself a start and consolidated in the way that Lando Norris couldn't even dream of for P1 over the course of the first lap. Did what he needed to do. Defended the inside. Got it done. Shout out to modern day journalist. I might have to retire the moniker for this race. How very dare I? Put some respect on Charles Leclerc's name. Piastri in second. Russell shortly thereafter in third. Lando Norris again. Start bottle job settings. Pardon my French. Easy G. Alonso, Bortoletto, Verstappen working his way. I think we might get something a little bit special from Max if he can dispatch with Gabby Bortoletto soon. Stroll in 8th. Lost himself 2 places off the line. Lawson, Behrman, Hajar. Sainz leads from Antonelli. Lewis Hamilton on hards. I think here's what Lewis is hoping for. I think he's hoping for a safety car, you know, at some point. I think that's what he's looking for. As Nico Hulkenberg, oh my gosh, Nico Hulkenberg goes purple, but Max Verstappen is flying. Look at that, the gap. Michael, you're a legend. This is a Lando track. True, Lando will win. They said. He did. They did say that, myself included. Because some competitors are talking about a one-stop. Do you think a one-stop might be possible? I mean, the tyres, says Oscar, feel okay for now. I mean, it's difficult to know with this many laps to go. Go on then. What are we looking at? Potentially. Let's have a look at these strategies. Potentially for Oscar, for the top 11 on mediums, we're looking at the pit window is either a one-stop, in which case they'd stop lap 25 to 31 and then go hard for the rest of the race, right? Lest we forget that the rules dictate that you've got to use 2 different compounds worth of tyres, or a 2-stopper, 2 sets of hards. So the 2-stop would be lap 16 to lap 22. We're currently on lap 9, lest we forget. So it's going to get interesting. It's going to get interesting. Lando will box opposite A, just like he did last race. Whatever Oscar does, Lando may as well do the opposite strategy and just see whether it works. Oh my gosh, Isaac, be careful, mate. Jeez, the gravel looks dangerous there coming off, doesn't it? Not one person said nobody but Lando, ridiculous British bias. I think Lando should go well around here, but seeing how quick and perky Oscar looked in FP1, 2 and 3, and then in qualifying, I mean, at saying that, look at that commentator's curse. Lando Norris does a 121.6, goes fastest of all. That's quick as well. It's weird. Look at that. Lap 10. And now all of a sudden Lando wakes up. It's like, what? Can't wait to cancel my F1 TV. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, Michael. All of a sudden now Lando wants to wake up. Mate, you just got to front load your attentiveness and your focus, because there's so much to be gained off the start. Like, what? Frustrating is what Lando is, I'm telling you. Really bloody frustrating. Did Leclerc swap cars with? No, I know it looks like it, TWM. It does look like it. Charles Leclerc's got pace. 2.7 seconds is the difference. Lando no racecraft. Lando Norris is perfect. I'll tell you why Lando Norris. Lando went on a show called Chicken Shop Date, I think it's called. I thought Lando would have a way. Do you know what I mean? Cheeky chappy, have a bit of a way with the ladies. Zero riz, zero chat. It was really awkward to watch. Really, really awkward. And that's where I thought of the Lando no riz. And it's not my shtick, to be fair. I'm plagiarising myself. He'll be in the top 10 by lap 70, Cheaper says. Are you talking about Lewis? Lewis is going to need favours with him. What's going on with these cuts? What's he on about? What's going on with these cuts, says Charles Leclerc. Sounds like he might be having issue, bloody no. Lando Norris zooming down on the gearbox of George Russell. Aim higher, top 5. No riz. Oscar gaining. Piastri gained 0.4 last lap. He did indeed. 2.7 is the delta, the quantum, between Charles Leclerc and OJP. It's going to get techie up front here, especially as we bear down upon the first pit stop window. He had more riz with... Oh my gosh, Jamie. I can't read that. Lando Norris being encouraged by his race engineer, Will Joseph. We need to pass Russell, to be honest. Lady wasn't much of a late. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to get me into trouble. They don't even realise how ridiculous they sound so far up there. I know what you mean, Michael. They do like to bigger. I'll tell you what, there's another wrinkle to that narrative about bias and the way in which the broadcasters and journos interact with the F1 drivers. There is a thing where they don't want to cheese off the F1 drivers. And since mental health is such a buzzword, you see like Lawrence Barrito and like Pinks, like when they punch in these post-session interviews with like Lewis yesterday. Even Brooksy was like, Brooksy's normally, when it's Brooksy and Max, it's like, did you do that deliberately, Max? What happened there, Max? Brooksy's quite like a David Frost interview. Hard news is what Brooksy reminds me of. She's not a citizen journalist at all. She's like proper. But then when she gets Lewis yesterday, it's like, oh, Lewis, you said every time in the car, what was that about? Ask him some proper questions. Have you still got it, Lewis? Like, could this be like? Ask him some proper, but they won't ask him some proper questions because they're worried about what that might mean for their airtime with said driver. So it's almost like, do you need a hug? Insert driver name ? So I understand you got to foster rapport, but bloody Nora, when it's Max, it's like, did you do that to George deliberately? Oh wow, Hulkenberg didn't look like he moved at all. He didn't like. I didn't think Nico moved at all. VAR. I don't think he did launch forward at all, Crofty. Cameron, do you think Alonso is slowing down to give Bortoletto DRS because he understands Max is a bigger threat? That would be a Carlos Sainz-esque manoeuvre, 2023 Singapore. It didn't look clear cut at all, Brundle. He didn't move. Kayori, did he move? Really? Does he deserve? I don't think he moved. But again, they don't do it on the eye test. They do it on transponders, don't they? Is Alonso giving... Well, Alonso's not giving DRS to Bortoletto anymore. The gap is now 1.2 seconds between Fernando and his charge. The dude whom he manages, Gabriel Bortoletto in 6th. Although, I mean, Gabby, to be fair, he's making a name for himself. 15 minutes of fame. Now the gap between Gabriel Bortoletto in 6th and Massimilian Verstappen in 7th is 1.3 seconds. The Max Verstappen naysayers will be like, go on then, not even Max Verstappen naysayers. Coulter H will be like, oh, Lewis is dealing with an SH1T box of a car. You've got to extend him some grace. But why can't Max Verstappen even overtake Bortoletto? So, glass houses, throw stones. Chaos. GR podium would be amazing to clown. Oh no, the gap. Colapinto pits. Go on, remember, we're about to approach the pit stop window. Those guys who have started on mediums, if they are one stopping, then they'll pit lap 25 to lap 31. If they're two stopping, circa lap 16 to lap 22. So we're approaching the pit stop window for those two stopping. And again, they'll stop for a set of hards. And they'll come in again on lap 40 to 46 for another set of hards and then go to the end of the race. Bring on the rain. Lando can't overtake George. Windsor is right about the DRS take from Mr. Windsor. I mean, who am I to go against Peter? But it's a controversial take, that DRS thing. So I remember 2000, 2004 when you had Michael just dominating everybody and nobody could overtake us. Oh, snooze fest. Snooze fest. If you take away DRS, you're going to have to work harder, but you do get DRS trains and then it just becomes a bit, I don't know. I think the rule could use a bit of tweaking. Currently, with T minus 56 laps left on the docket, Colapinto coming out. Your runners and riders look like this. Neil, for the avoidance of doubt, I've been saying a lot of things about Charles Leclerc. Ad infinitum in perpetuity. Been starting a lot of fights off the Charles Fossey and the Tifosi clan, and he's a brilliant driver, is Charles, and it was case in point yesterday. So that said, it's important now more than ever, most apropos, that I bring myself to the sorry pulpit. I want to take the time, Neil, to apologise to absolutely nobody. What are you talking about, mate? As if Charles Leclerc doesn't make mistakes. He's a brilliant driver. I've never said anything to the contrary. But he makes mistakes, a load of them. Mistakes of the unforced variety. Go on then, your runners and riders with T minus 56 laps left on the docket. Charles Leclerc leads from OJP, from King George Russell of Kingsley in Norfolk, from Lando, from Alonso, Bortoletto in 6th, Verstappen, Stroll, Liam Lawson, Behrman sees out your point scoring positions as Ocon pits 3.1 seconds. Unsafe release, then he? No, that was just enough. Alex Albon 2.6. They beat them on pit stops, didn't they? Williams versus Haas. Don't hate that. Ironman says Norris is a bum. Oof. Oof. I don't know about that. When he's ready. Now look at how he's lapping. You just know now he's played his way into the crease and he's warmed up. He'll be a god tier driver again. I apologise for absolutely nothing, GTO. Not now, not ever. Hey, did I miss anything? Not really. Good start by Charles, consolidating. Bad start by Lando. That's all you've missed, really. Carlos Sainz is in the pits from softs. He's gone long on those softs, as Carlos. Those softs should have only lasted about 10 laps. Well, 8 to 14 laps, to be honest. So go on then. Those on mediums, you're going to see a swathe of medium runners coming into the pits. Lap 16 to lap 22 for the two stoppers. But I think around there, because it's so cold, I think we're going to see more people converging on the one stop. The one stop is a pit stop, a first pit stop, anywhere between lap 25 and lap 31 for the avoidance of doubt. Passed on the start, science pit. And breathe. What's Lando saying? Lando being told, turn 2, mate. Can glide turn 2. Lando responds, my problem really. Sounds a bit like Bane. My problem. I was bored in the darkness. Lando responds, my problem isn't really turn 2. My problem is the last 3 corners. He's getting coached, isn't he? You're right. And I don't know how I feel about the coaching. Anything to get you to where you need to go, Lando, do you know what I mean? But it's not optically. I mean, the optics are quite bad. Being handheld, more accents. I'll get there. I'll get there, Benzi. I'm going to become a god tier one. It was an incident of the race. Use the pace now, says Oscar. 2.6. Here's what's happening. Charles' tyres will be falling off at a higher rate of deg than will Oscar's. So towards the end of the set, look at that, 2.5 seconds. Last time round, you see this, chat? Last time round, 0.2 is the difference between your race lead, Charles, and your second place man, OJP. He's going to get techie than techie things. Benzi's a crest. More accents. I will learn. I'll get Lewis's down next and we'll start using it. Maximilian Verstappen comes into pits, lap 18, 2 stopping, then is what Max is doing. Let's see where he's going to come out, eh? I think they've spotted clean air, and they don't want to keep burning Maximilian's lap time at the altar of Gabriel Bortoleto. Dirty air, no chance. Look at that, they've brought him out behind Hulkenberg, so he's got a decent. There we go. Now they shouldn't give that info away. Max Verstappen on undercut settings. Don't hate that. Undercut Bortoleto. Bortoleto will come in next lap though, eh? Max is on hards. Yeah, they do. So the two stop is mediums, hards. That's what Pirelli say at least. Oscar Piastri pits, look at that. Undercut. Plan A -5. Oh, tyres are gone, so we're doing 2 stops. John Perry, Sir John Perry, you're a legend. And far too kind. Meep, Oscar. Let's go. Sir John. I appreciate you, sir. Proper legendary setting. And far too kind. Bloody Nora, look at Oscar just buzzing into the pits. Undercut to overtake Leclerc. What does Charles do now? Over to you, Scuderia Ferrari. Look at that pit stop, 2-point-something seconds from Oscar there. 2.3, I reckon. We're not getting it on the screen, but you could tell in your heart of hearts it was very quick. Oscar comes out behind Fernando, but ahead of Gabriel. Oh, the humanity. Gone over to you, Charles. If you're going to, I mean... Charles Leclerc pits, and so does George. Over to you then, Charles. Michael Schumacher outlap needed. Michael Schumacher in-lap needed too. Michael Schumacher outlap needed for Oscar Piastri. All eyes on how quick they can do it. Lando Norris goes into the lead. Look at that. Can Charles Leclerc stay out ahead of Oscar Piastri? That's the question. This is for the effective race lead. No, I think he's going to pass Russell. I think Lando's going to box opposite, do whatever different with a view to bring him. So he may as well, right? Lando might as well do a one-stopper here and see if he can do something. Oscar Piet. Oof. All eyes on Leclerc. I'm a bit behind on my visual. It looks like Leclerc has managed it, eh? George Russell stops as well. Quick pit stop. 2-point-something seconds. Charles Leclerc's done it. Props to Charles. They needed to do that right. The undercut. Oh my gosh, he's close though. Look how close Oscar is now. Oscar is. Oh my gosh, the undercut is powerful. Chat, look at that. Oscar was like 2.7 seconds behind, wasn't he? And now he's only 1.2. Oh, the humanity. There you go, chat. You have yourselves the undercut. Although that does mean that Charles will be quicker towards... Oh, there we go. OJP's being told Leclerc, Max Verstappen fastest lap. OJP being told Leclerc may struggle a tad on the outlap with warming up the tyres. Can Lando win on hards with 51 laps on them? It doesn't matter. He's got to go. I mean, fast lap last time round, 21 laps. Go on then. Here's what you need to know. If Lando, it's going to get techie, chat. If Lando is going to one stop, he needs to go at least 25 laps. So he's got another 4 laps to go. But I mean, he's gone green last time round. I think Lando could come into play here, chat. I'll be honest with you. Charles has way more pace than them both. Well, not as of the last tour. Sonoda-san comes into the pits. 121.0 last time round from OJP, trying to put pressure on... oh my gosh, how has Leclerc jumped Alonso? There we go. That's a nice overtake from Charles. I think Alonso would like to test himself against these young guns now. OJP, purple lap last time round, but I think OJP might... I think it might get a bit techie for OJP on Fernando. Lest we forget 2021. Alonso gifting by dint of his defensive work to one Sir Lewis the victory to his then teammate Esteban Ocon. This seems unrealistic. I tell you what, chat. I what's Brundle talking about? Lando's one stopping Martin Brundle. What are you on about? You're going on like he's... No, Martin, you misread the circumstance. If Lando's one stopping, then it's a problem. But Lando's going to try and one stop, sir. So he's going to gain himself 20 something seconds or whatever. Ferrari can only pull that off for Charles. Oh, yeah, maybe. I mean, Lewis hasn't pitted yet. Up into 11th. I think Lewis is going to one stop as well, you know. If Lewis one stops from hards. Oh my gosh, Oscar Piastri's getting his... Oh no, the gap's just broadened, hasn't it? It was 1 point something seconds, now it's 2 seconds. So the biggest winner off of their interactions respectively with Fernando and Alonso was Charles Leclerc. He's gained himself a second out of that, dispatching promptly with the man from Oviedo Studia, Lewis Hamilton boxing. 21 laps only. I would have expected Lewis to do about 24 laps on those hards, to be honest. Kind of 24, 23, 24. Too early for Lewis to pits. Yeah, I'd agree with you, Safak. You've nailed it. Great minds. I would have expected Lewis to do about, yeah, 24 to 30 laps on those hards. So go on then. Lando's now within the one-stop pit window. Look at this. 25 laps. Lando, I reckon, will stop right on the nose, 25 laps. Bring himself into the one-stop window. Box opposite, right? Fair play to Lando. He did it last Grand Prix at Spa. You got to do it again. Or at Austria even. Austria? When was the time when Lando boxed opposite? You just got to... Your hand is forced, right? Doesn't matter. You got to box opposite. Undercut didn't work for Piastri. I think it did because he gained time. The undercut didn't work. And we're talking about a difference in extents and not kinds. Just because he didn't pull the manoeuvre off, it doesn't mean that he didn't gain in time. He did gain time. I need 27 laps on Lewis. I know. He's gone early though, hasn't he? Maybe he's gone early with a view. There he goes, because Gasly was going to nail him. So they brought him in early so he could keep track position. But I mean, he's in the midst of a DRS train, right? Behrman in 9th, Hadjar in 10th. 11th, you've got Lewis Hamilton. Gasly, they're all like, you can throw a quilt. So either plan A or plan D. Just keep, they got to, Lando, read the room, chap. You've got to do one stop now. Leclerc is an alien, he's gaining. The car's quick, eh? The car's not quick. He's got to one stop, Crofty. Why do they take so long to see this? He's got a one stop as Lando, otherwise he's cooked. Damage limitation. The longer Lando stays out, the more he's hurting his negative, Chiba. I think he's got to stay out. Lap 25 is the earliest that he can come in. If again, tyre offset isn't a thing towards the end of the race, and he's going to one stop. Leclerc can race. He has peddler in him. So John, I was saying this earlier to somebody that he's got. I was saying it to a colleague at work and now friend. There we go. Matt says. It's Max bearing down on the gearbox of Sir Lewis. That Charles, if you squint his eyes and look at these lap yesterday, has got a bit of Max in him. He's got difference maker gene. Now Max Verstappen bearing down on the gearbox of Sir Lewis. Look at this. Has Lando made it through to lap 25? Well, then oh my gosh, careful. It's not Max, it's Tsunoda, of course. I know it's Verstappen. I'm about 10 years behind on my audio visual. It was, of course, bet taken, Tuba. I think Lando could come into play here, chat. If Lando smashes out the one stop, look, lap 25. Wow. And Lando's still 22.1. Okay, so he's a second slow on his last door, but he's got 9 seconds in hand. Oh, no. Max Verstappen pitted. So much traffic. Now Max has got to pull some overtakes. Yeah, look at that. He's got 3 overtakes to do. Cam Crofty and Brundle. I don't know what they're doing. Like Lando. Martin can only see the 2-stop. He only has eyes for the 2-stop. Yuki dead last. Oh no. Oh, there he goes green last tour at least, eh? I can only think to myself, Lando's plan A today. Kaori, they have to. It's the same like last. It was OJP we were talking about last time, right? And Lando had to box opposite. He had to do whatever OJP did. Lando had to do the opposite because he wasn't going to beat him in absolute pace. Same thing around here. Lando's losing a second a lap, no chance. Space Ghost, he's got a one stop. He just has to. The circumstances have forced his hand. Lap 25, there you go. Lando's firmly within the one stop window, so he's got to go hards and he's got to chill out. Anywhere between lap 25 and lap 31, you open up the opportunity to do a cheeky one stopper and finish the 70. He's going to have to do, look at that though, chat. He's going to have to do a lot of laps, 55 laps or 45 laps even. Do you think the one stop will work? Says OJP. Difficult, mate. Difficult. So OJP now considering it, eh? But Lando Norris has the whip hand as far as the one stop. I think OJP is probably going to have to pit stop again. Oof. Look, there was contact, Crofty. There was contact between the front wing of George and the gearbox of Fernando. He's got to stop once. He's got to stop once, EasyG. He has to stop once. It's one of those. I don't know. Listen, it's basics, isn't it? This isn't Fermat's last theorem. If you want to win a race, and again, you might lose more than you gain if you're Lando. It's a risk to reward calc. But if you're invested in 25 points, then there is only way to do it from here for Lando. And that looks like a one stop. Again, he might sink to fifth. He was in fourth before. It might not work. But this is a George Russell Spa-Franco charm time, isn't it? We just got to roll the dice. Maybe Oscar goes long. But he's going to have to go longer. There will be a big tyre offset towards the end of the race because Oscar's pitted so much earlier than Lando. You gotta go one stop. Oscar can't one stop. I think he's gone too early, Oscar. But I mean, they said that last race, and then Oscar just went long, didn't he? Didn't need to bet. He's going to pit again. He's not. Lewis over the road. Bit of a sitting duck, says Lewis, for these guys. Lando. Huh? There's a lot of laps and Deg. I don't think Oscar can one stop. Oscar, I don't think can one stop EasyG. He's gone too early for his first stint. Will Oscar try a zero stop? I mean, he would if he could, Caroline, but the rules dictate that you've got to use two combat. There you go, SO. Great minds. The rules dictate that you need to switch. So you start on X compound. You've got to, at the very least, use Y compound. You can't. That's why Alex Albon a couple of years ago did 99% of the race on one compound of tyre, and then the very last lap he pitted for a second one. Right, you've got to use two compound. Come on, Lewis. Old tyres and all. Widen up them elbows. I know he's got to get in, but it doesn't even sound up for it, does he, Kaori? Doesn't want this. He needs to be the hunter and not the hunted. Max Verstappen bearing down on the gearbox of Lewis. Oof. Is this 2021 all over again? Bloody Nora. $600 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour and smash the like. Sir John Perry, super generous as always, mate. I make no apologies for extending gratitude, for expounded. I can feel what we discussed before. We need to discuss these things before doing those. I can feel the things that we discussed before the race. We need to discuss those things before doing those. It's an incident of the race. Charlie's talking in code now. He's been very secretive. 700 of you watching concurrently as we have ourselves round 14, the Hungarian Grand Prix. T-minus 43 laps left on the docket. So go quick, chat. 1 hour 40 total race time, I think. Lest we get ourselves a cheeky safety car or something like that. Remember to press the like button. You're a legend, F1 boy. If you like the stream, then like the stream. London Ice being told one stop. Yeah, why not? I mean, EasyG, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but we've been calling that for about 20 laps, haven't we? Like, come on. Hassan, the legend, OG of the channel. It's a disappointment. What's precisely is a disappointment, Hassan? Lewis. We are going to lose this race with this thing, says Charles Leclerc. We're losing so much time. Not really, mate. You're kind of like the quickest one. You were only beaten by OJP last tour. You're the second quickest man on the grid. Charles is freaking out on them hard tyres. The Scuderia Ferrari does not like them. Cameron, will Max be in a fast car next season? Davey, you want to ask Pierre Vacher and Enrico Balbo that question? I don't know. Yep, Lewis. Hey, bro, I'm a fan of Tifosi. Charles Leclerc. Come on, Tifosi, let's go, says Deadpool. Deadpool, I don't hate it. Your boy's doing all right this race, to be fair. Go on then, Max. Go on, Max. Let's go get that DRS open. Let's go. Maximilian Verstappen puts pay to Sir Lewis Hamilton. Why am I cheering for? Oof. Oof. I'm just looking at the Max Verstappen move. Don't hate it. Don't hate it, Max Verstappen. Put the camera on Max Verstappen, Sky. What are we doing it? Fudge gets very close. I'm so far behind on my bloody on my visual. Max Verstappen. Oh my God, nearly touched. Oh my gosh. Max flipping Nora. Max Verstappen penalty. Behave yourself, Bondino. Behave yourself. I mean, he was Lewis just jumped out of it, I think, and he didn't need to. Max spooked him. Oh no, Safak. He used to meet in an RB sandwich and got cut. Savaganda. I think Lewis just got spooked. He didn't expect. I don't think they touched. I don't think they touched. Lewis just got spooked. I'll tell you what though, chat, that Lewis is so gun shy. If you whisper the "r" of retire, then your decision is already made. Hassani, just read. T gun shy Lewis, bless him. T minus 40 laps remaining. Classic Max when the car isn't good. Here comes the red mist. Sparry, he's not having it. He's pushing him. Max slamming. I don't think they touched Benzi, to be honest. I think Lewis jumped out of the way. Get out of the way. Need a replay, says off. Oh, Dodgems. Benzi, I think Max bloody Nora. Lando's going long on these though. Bro, you're a Red Bull fan or a Tifosi like me. I am. I don't really follow teams. I follow drivers. Lewis has always been my guy. And Maximilian Verstappen is my guy now as well, most recently. Because of his peculiar brand of sporting endeavour par excellence. Max Power spooked Lewis. I know. I don't think Lewis saw him. He was taken by surprise, eh? Lando's going. Look at this. Lando for a one stopper. The window traditionally per Pirelli. Lap 25 to lap 31. Not a whiff of it from Lando. Lando's working himself up into a cheeky tyre offset here, and I don't hate it. Look at this. T minus 40 laps remaining. Lando's into this chat. I don't hate it. Come after hour, come after man. He's doing strategies now that are making his poor starts rendered irrelevant. Just does the opposite. Lando Norris in the pits. Oh, what the F is Brundle on about? He'll get blue flags. Lando in classic desperation, mate. I mean, he's got to try something cheaper because he keeps. Deadpool, I've answered it already, mate. I don't really do teams. Your question is out of scope. Same here. He's an old school genius to Max. That's undeniable. McLaren's cheating, says SDW. Let's have a look at the pit stop time. 2.4-ish. Where's the pit stop time, Sky? Why am I paying £100 a month? 1.9. Fudge. Oakley. Wow. That is nuts. And then they got him out. Look at that. They got him out in front of Fernando. And now he's got clean air, chat. Do you see this? OJP hold up behind the dirty air. Remember when OJP said cash, aka dirty air, is clean air even, is king. I have a lot of questions. Deadpool, ask away, mate, but don't ask the same question twice. You're going to get the same answer, Joe. Sadly, I'm buying Red Bull next year. Oof, Max would have hit anybody else if he tried that. Lucy's too aware and a bit too gun shy if you ask me. I'd have liked to see Lewis defend that stronger. Do you know what I mean? Max is my goat, says Vargrit. Oh no. Piastri's catching Charles. 1.4 seconds in the delta. That was 2 seconds, so he's coming. He's clawing it back slowly but slowly. Looking to Max and Lewis, I don't see ever. No, I don't think so, Maker. You know what I need to know? This is really getting on my tits. Right, let's do one of these. Charles should have gone for the one stop. Well, some dignity back for Salute. I don't hate it, Hassan. I don't hate it. I think we're seeing from the same image shooter. Piss off. I'll tell you what really annoys me. The F1.com website. What's the optimal lap for a pit? Benzi, I thought we'd gone through this 1,000 times, but I'll read it out again, mate, just to indulge you. So lap, if you're two stopping, pit window from mediums, lap 16 to lap 22. Your second stop will be lap 40 to lap 46. That's the two stop. If you're one stopping, lap 25 to 31, and then you go to the end. From softs, first stop, lap 8 to lap 14. Second stop, lap 32 to lap 38, or lap 38 to 44 if you want a cheeky tyre offset towards the end of the race. John Perry out here gifting membership. Sir John Perry, excuse me. It's a nonsense, Coyote is so annoying. Log in. Why do I need to log in again? It's so antiquated. I tell you what, the F1 as a space, just older than old things. It's so rubbish. Can you imagine Mama Cameron Coyote trying to log in? Like wants to stay up to date with F1 and it's just like stupid. So John Perry, the GOAT, the absolute GOAT. There we go. Brundle's got the topic at hand. 19 seconds for a pit stop. I don't go away, F1.com. I don't want to log in every single bloody time. Can't you remember a password? 2.2 seconds. A pit stop from Isaac Hadra. Wanted to stop in and say thank you for the gifted sub. Lee Doodle. All thanks due to Sir John Perry, the legend that is. Do you know what I mean? All heads must bow, all tongues must confess. Sir John Perry, the great. Yes, Monaco was less boring. I hear you. But this is Monaco without walls, they say, Michael. So you understand why this might not be same, but it is very similar. Guess he's not going to be happy with his post, so it's P20. How does McLaren always benefit Lando? So I'm calling that conspiracy. If they pit him first, people complain. They pit him second, people still complain. Oscar fans starting to get on my... Okay, I see where you're going with that. I hear you. 19 seconds. There we go. Yeah. Not going to lie, though. Ferrari has strategy down today. Well, that's what you think, Hassan. That's what you think, Hassan. Until the final stint, when they've had to do an extra pit stop. How is the tyre? Do you think you can get to the end? Oh no, Oscar says he's got to pit again. As Lando Norris goes purple. Lando might have played a blinder rear, chat. It's cooler, 32 degrees Celsius, track temperature, ambient 22.1. It's going to get techier than techie things. Amazing how F1 editors are able to do 20 minutes highlight video between 3 hours. Do you think Lewis is going to be at Ferrari in 2026? Oof, Dane. Oof. I think he will be. I think he'll do at least another season. You've got to go for it. Never give up, eh? 800 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like, please. It matters more than you might know. Max under investigation for what, Lee Doodle? What did he do? It's going to rain in 30 minutes. Bloody no, right? That might be after all is said and done. Oh my gosh. It's plus change. The more things change, the more things stay the same. As far as Sir Lewis and Maximilian Verstappen, always the bloody same, eh? They collided around their last Grand Prix, 2024. But did they? And they did it correct, Martin Brundle. Those rules fade to black if they didn't touch. Screw this, Hamilton, Tevin says. Dustin from Shade of Figs. He's right in there, chat. 19 seconds to do a pit stop around it. Cam, even you know that was a dirty move. Lewis had to get out of the way or gets hit. 6 of one. Half a dozen of the other, Michael, I think. Going to be interesting. Let's see what the FIA do. I reckon the FIA will let them go because they'll be more invested, not in the letter of the law, but they'll be more invested in getting some excitement as people tune out of this race in their droves and spend their hard-earned attention dollars on TikTok or Facebook or Twitter. What's with the countdown timer on the viewer? The countdown timer is for, because 2 hours is maximum that they can race for due to broadcasting obligations. So they'll either go for 70 laps or 2 hours. That's it. I'm so confused. I thought Max would win in a Citroen. Spyro will talk about that. You were Crackosaurus, you're a legend. Just wanted to thank everybody. Let me read that message out in its entirety. Just wanted to thank everybody for the immense support over the summer break. This is the most critical time of my career. You're a legend, Crackosaurus. Do you know what I mean? A proper legend. Make me happy, chap. And I'm glad. Listen, this is what it's a community, chap. It has to be. Crackosaurus, a legend of the community and the channel. Put some respect on his name. Oh, John Perry, I need to do something. Jomo said to me the other day, legend of the channel. Why hasn't John Perry got a cheeky spanner next to his name? I was like, that's because I'm a numpty. That's why. I'm a numpty. Lando, keep for. Oh wow! Do you see that? Will says keep focused. We don't want mistakes. Okay. Race. You guys let me know who you've got. This is important now. I asked you this yesterday. Cameron Zisa keeps the lights on there. Which, right, I mean, this is the sport that what I don't want to happen for Formula One. I don't want it to just be us in an echo chamber talking about. I want more people to be engaged with it. And if you get a two-tiered McLaren championship and then everybody else, then it gets a bit techie, doesn't it? It gets a bit techie. Lando to steal it. Go on then, Clive. I don't hate it. That's why your favourite driver, Max, wants to race WC. No DRS trains. Lando will mess it up, says John. No, Sir John, say it's not so, please. He's in there. He's in there. Oh shoot. You're a legend, Sir John. Not before time, neither. Cheeky blue spanner after, you know. If Hamilton goes real long and jumps on softs for the last stint, that's a good shout if he can pull it off. So go on then, candidate. It's a good shout, Wave. Come on, Tom Stollard. They do ask a lot of questions, these McLaren buds. How about you, with all the information on the pit wall, sort out my strategy and tell me what to do? All this bloody decision by consensus. It's a bit annoying, isn't it, really? Zach Brown's long reminded me of David Brent of Office fame. And this is surely a case in point. What would you consider, Oscar Jack? Would you want to... No, forget it, mate. What are you doing? See, but look at Lando, chat. Do you see this? What is it with Lando Norris that he takes 1,000 miles to play himself into the crease, and then all of a sudden he's the quickest? Look at Leclerc into the pits. 2 stop settings. Oh wow. Oh wow. Charles Leclerc is in the pits. What? That feels early, chat. What's going on there? We are lap 40. What? No, it's not early. Lap 40 to 46. Charles Leclerc struggling with tyre deg, methinks. OJP boxing as well. Flipping Nora. Lando couldn't survive in another team. Go on and let's have a look at the Delta. This is going to be important. 30 laps remaining. T minus 30. Let's see where these bods come out and what the Delta is. Charles Leclerc comes in. And now this is going to be for the effective lead. Lando Norris needs to dispatch with George. I reckon George might fancy himself. George might be fancying himself a cheeky box opposite as well, though. This is the issue. No, George has got a pits. George's tyres are 11 laps older than Lando's. He's got a pit again. They played them. It's a good choice by Ferrari. I mean, I don't know. Lando's got the only impediment, I think, to this race. I mean, they're going to have to overtake Lando. Oh wow, Russell needs to pit. Russell does need to pit, but if I know anything about King George Russell of Kings Lynn Norfolk, he'll be looking at this like, can I go long? Can I go long? If he can go long and he can hold off Lando, then George will come into this and he'll be looking to go long as well. Your runners and riders with T minus 29 laps remaining. Bloody Nora, look at that. Oscar Piastri has the race lead for now. To King George Russell of Kings in Norfolk, to Norris, to Leclerc, to Maximilian Verstappen, up 3 places from P8, now into 5th. Fernando Plan Alonso, man from Oviedo, Astoria, in 6th. Lewis Hamilton up 5 places in 7th. Bortoletto, Stroll, Hulkenberg round out your point scoring positions. What the fudge? The pole again is going to be chaos, Jamie M. I'm telling you, not enough delta to Norris. Go on, and let's have a look. Exactly. Oh, it's true. Look at that. 7 seconds. To be fair, though, Charles Leclerc has got 7 seconds. Yeah, it looks like you're right. Lando will have to go some way if he's going to hold off Charles Leclerc. He's only got 7 seconds in hand, eh? But I mean, catching is one thing, passing is another around Hungary. Remember, they say that this is a karting track. Hungary is Monaco without walls. It'd be difficult for him. Lando, no. Bottas and Lawson have now pitted. We're considering leaving you out here. Max Verstappen. It's not going to be easy. Let's go, Max. But if anybody can do it, you can, sir. Oh my gosh. So go on then, chat. George will go long. Here's my prediction and take this one to the bank. I think George will be saying, can I go long? George will go long. Max Verstappen potentially going long. Those tyres have got 24 and 23 laps on there respectively. It's just going to go for it. What do you got to lose? Ultimately, maybe it doesn't work and your tyres fall off a cliff with like 5 laps to go. But what is the point? Fortune favours the brave sometimes. Lando Norris needs to get around George now. Oh no, Lando needs to get around George. Lewis Hamilton comes in the pits for mediums, presumably 28 laps left. Oh my gosh, Lando, come on, chap. I mean, you got to root for Lando here, eh? If you're a purist or a neutral, then surely you've got to root for King George is plus 10k right now. Oh, the humanity. We have ourselves a race with 27 laps left. Charlotte, oh, they're coming in for the Lewis Hamilton pit. George Russell pits. Oh my gosh, George Russell pits. It's a reach. It's reachy for Max Verstappen to go and do. How long is it? He's already done 23 laps on these tyres, eh? 25 laps already. Oh, the humanity. 25. Jeez. So Max is going to have to do like 52 laps on these tyres. Oh, no. Max, that's ambitious. Mate, if anybody can do it, Max Verstappen can do it. If Max Verstappen does 50-something laps on a set of hards, then that's some real gangster stuff, that is. If this is pit stop 2, if it ain't 2 seconds. How quick was it? Corey, I missed it. 2.3. I don't hate it, Corey. 2.3 kiss my teeth. I don't hate it. 0.3 is not that bad. Lord have mercy, says SO. It's going to get techie. Is Piastri cooked? I don't know. I think he's thinking. So go on then. This is what's going on. I'll keep clicking. This is important. Go on then. Here's what's going on. Oscar and Max came in on the same laps. They are currently running on 26 lap old tyres, meaning therefore to go to the end of the race, Oscar and Max will have to do 52 laps on one set of mediums. Pirelli indicate that their hard compound tyres are only supposed to do about, like, what did we say before? Anywhere between anywhere between 24 and 32 laps. These Donnies are looking to do 52 laps on a set of hard tyres. That's an extra 18 laps per Pirelli's recommendation. After pushing for 20 laps, says Sir John. Hey, Max, do you think you can go the distance? This Hungary is always madness. It's given us a race, Sir John. It has given us a race. T-minus 26 laps remaining. Max looking to go long, as is OJP. Overtake me, then, is what OJP is saying. I think Oscar's looked at that and he said, you know what? Even on a set of old tyres, I will back myself to be able to make the car sufficiently wide so that Lando can't overtake me. Done. That's it. Hard limit maybe is 46. But yeah, they said 40 laps on the recommended. Anywhere between 35 and 40 laps. Sorry, 32, 34 laps. I'm mixing up numbers here. Oscar needs to pit now if he wants to have the tyres. I don't think he's... Oh, there he is. He's done it. So Max is the last of the Mohicans, eh? Oh, the humanity. To be fair, Max's circumstance is different, though. Because... Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Oscar boxes. Lando can win this. Go on, 25 laps left. Lando, no mistakes though, chap. Antonelli up the inside of Carlos. Don't hate that. You runners and riders with T-minus 25 laps remaining. You have Lando looking to one stop. OJ says, I don't care. I mean, he might care towards the end of the race. He might care, particularly if he comes out behind George. Is he going to come out behind George? I don't think so. Careful, Kimmy. I think Lando might be in for something here. Go on, and let me tell you, if it's not Lando, let's say it's Max Verstappen in that car, I'm backing him every single time. Bless Oscar Piastri's missus. Very cute. Very, very cute. She looks like she's a Harry Potter character. She looks about 7 years old, for Pete's sake. Oscar Piastri. But they've been together for ages, haven't they? Oscar and his missus since school, I think. Oof. 7.2 seconds is the delta. Charles Leclerc's going to have to make himself a move to win this race. Lando Norris, I think, has the whip hand. Go on then. All eyes on a delta. 24 laps to hold off Charles Leclerc. Lando Norris last lap. Yeah, the need for his tyres to fall off. Worse than there are at the moment. We have ourselves a tired egg of a Hungarian Grand Prix race. Round 14. And it's going to get techie, isn't it? Oscar, mate, sometimes he who dares wins, eh? Cam, it's techie, eh? So go on, let's go. Up. Blue flags, please. Let's go, Lando. Let's be a bit more proactive. Don't hate it, Lando. This is 4D level chess from Lando Norris. I don't hate it. Piastri's engineer botted it. I think there is a gift that comes from being an underdog. And you can just play the Joker, right? This is what Red Bull made an industry out of doing in 2021. They understood, well, we're not going to win the race anyway, unless we do X, Y, and Z. So the strategy just writes itself. Virtual safety car. Oh, very true, Sir John. It's a very good shout. If there is a yellow flag, then it's done. Sorry, a virtual safety. A virtual safety car I'd be all right with. If there's a full safety car, you are right, Sir John. Come on, Lando, you deserve it. You deserve a bit of good fortune. I don't hate it. 7.3 seconds is the delta. Let's go. 20.3 last tour. Charles Leclerc quicker or slower by a tenth. Oh, the humanity. Bet you, buddy. You leave early, Easy G. Oh, my gosh. Lando, it's up to you, chap. Make a mug of me. Make me eat my words. I'm hoping that the dude doesn't make any mistakes, but I mean... If it's Lando versus Charles, it's like who can out non-mistake the other. Both of them have a cheeky mistake in them. It's who can make the least mistakes over the course of the least 20. But I tell you what the joke is. Catching is one thing. Passing is something completely different. Lando's going to have to do 52 laps on these tyres. As is Max Verstappen. Look at that. Actually, that's a lie. Max Verstappen is the only one. Excuse me, I'm talking rubbish here. Max Verstappen is going to have to do 52 laps on these tyres. OJP. Lando's going to have to do 50 laps. 40 laps. Matt's to do 50 laps between now and the end of the race. But he's only got Alonso behind him, so he'll be all right. Max Verstappen's circumstance is very different to Lando's. Lando keeps himself a 7.6 second gap, although, and as at last tour, he's still lapping quicker than Charles. I mean, I think he's going to be all right here, chat. I think Lando Norris is set to close the gap. Oh, the humanity. Go on, Lando, box opposite. Do you know what I mean? Jean Alesi does not give up. 7 seconds. He's going to have to go hard, but I don't know. I don't know if it's tyre offset that Lando going so long first stint anyway. It doesn't look like it. Easy G, you were silent before. Easy G can celebrate. It looks like Lando Norris has played a blinder here. It's that he went long on the first lap, battled in 4 laps, 3.0 seconds. Oh, the humanity. All right, Charles Leclerc apparently. But that's not true. Oh, Oscar. Okay, cool. Between Oscar. So Oscar Piastri is coming for Charles. This is true. 1.0 seconds with the delta between Oscar and Charles Leclerc last tour. Meaning, therefore, what's the gap? 2 seconds. Yeah, true. Be a couple of laps. So go on then. That works perfectly for Lando. Easy G. Oh, the humanity. Oscar's loving it. Verstappen holding on to fifth would be a monumental achievement. What have Red Bull... I don't know what Red Bull have become. Are there bots, Max? Bots, Max, what's the point? Max comes out in ninth. What the fudge? They just gave up. Unbelievable. Max Verstappen pits comes out into ninth. Yeah, of course. Lawson will move over. Look at that. Stroll 7 seconds down the road. Piastri was annoyed on the radio, dismissing Leclerc. I don't care about it. And no, look, you're going to have to get around him, eh? The joke is, I think Oscar Piastri will nail Charles Leclerc. I think he's got pace. Not nail, that's wrong. That's wrong, because it's Hungary and it's Monaco. Without walls, it's going to be difficult to overtake him because, per Murray Walker, catching is one thing and passing is another. Ladies and gentlemen. 840 if you're watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. I'm nervous as fudge here. How do you like yourself some F1, eh? It's going to get okay. Go on then, Lewis. I don't hate that. I'm Pierre Gasly. Why am I so nervous? Easy G, how do you like yourself some F1 here? I think this is Lando. Look at this. Lando's gapping Charles. The gap was 7.7. It's now 9.2. I think Lando's in good shape here. Oh, look at that. Oscar Piastri is about to nail Charles. I mean, he's in good shape to. Oh my gosh, OJP. There you go. Dad, the complexion of the race has just changed. OJP has the ball. Lando being told you got a lot of traffic, mate. Look after the front left. Let's look at the difference in their tyres. Easy money for Oscar. I'm just seeing it on my visual. Oscar just nailed him. Look at that. Yeah, very, very, very easy from Oscar, that. Just showed him one way, went the other. Nigel Mansell-esque almost. Yeah, no, he's very good. He breaks. He's on this last of the late breakers. He'll do whatever you give him. Do you know what I mean? Whatever he needs to do to make the overtake done. But he'll read the room in real time. He's very good, is Oscar. Mugged him, Jamie M. It's not bad. Easy, Kayuri. Really easy. Go on then. The McLaren pair. We have T-minus 19 laps remaining. I don't think. Chat. Come on, let me know, chat. I'm keen to see who you've got here. 51% if you said Oscar, or Charles even. 28% if you said Oscar. Go on, we're gonna have to rerun that poll, aren't we? With new information, the gift of having his mind is the ability to change it, right? You let me know. No, Charles didn't have the pace. These McLarens are too quick, is the honest truth. Let me see what Sebastian and Shez are saying on the ground. I think Lando's got this, you know, Shogun. I'm going Lando. Catching is one thing, passing is another. Although last tour, Piastri was 1.2 quicker. Oh my goodness. 1.2 quicker. At this rate, he's going to catch him at lap 10. Flipping no, Rolando. Pick the pace up, chap. Oh my gosh. Science in the pit. Go on then, runners or riders with T-minus 18 laps remaining as we round third base. Round 14, the Hungarian Grand Prix. Lando Norris leads for 6.8 seconds down the road from Oscar Piastri. A fire-breathing, charging Oscar Piastri, I will have you know. Charles Leclerc in third. Fourth, George Russell. Behind him, you have Alonso, Bortoleto, Stroll, Lawson, Verstappen, and Kimi Antonelli rounds out your top 10. Oscar is indeed flying. He's on brand new tyres, eh? He's going to use them up 6.6 seconds. Come on, Lando, please. From a neutral perspective, this is looking like an OJP domination unless Lando can start to clap back, eh? 1.3 seconds is the difference. It's going to get to... Oh, yes, I hear you. Oh. No, General. OJP has the whip hand, ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden. So this is where you need Max in that car and not Lando. Yeah, it's Oscars to lose, isn't it? He's got too much. He's got more tyres. Fair play to Lando. He's got a box opposite. If you're going to make SH1T starts every time. This is... Charles is cracking me up. Oh my gosh. Charles like, you just have to listen to me. This is unbelievable. It's the incident of the race. This is unbelievable. Charles says, oh, the humanity. No, Hamilton and Rosberg this championship. We'll just wait there 1 second, Core. So we are watching both AMR 25s finish ahead of Matt. Insane, John. Insane. If Lance Stroll I'm sorry. That tells you all you need to know, eh? If Lance Stroll finishes ahead of Max, then nobody's going to tell me. Nobody's going to tell me that Lance Stroll's behaved better than Max Verstappen this way. What happened to the investigation, by the way? Nothing doing, eh? God, what's going on? No. Lando needs to manage and then push when Oscar gets closer. Mention no names. Easy G. Cota. Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton. 2021. Yeah, it looks like it's Oscar's to lose here. Look at the rate at which he's catching. 17 laps, the race end. The checkered flag can't come soon enough for Lando Norris here. 6 seconds is the delta. Last tour, Oscar Piastri took another half a second out of Lando Norris's lead. Lando needs to Max Verstappen up here. He's got to get his quota on 2021 here. Battle for third. George Russell. He needed, I tell you what he needed. He needed for Charles Leclerc to hold him off, didn't he? That's what he needed. That OJP overtook Charles Leclerc so quickly. Modern day Jules theme. Just changed the whole complexion of the race, didn't it? Come on then, Lando. What have you got? There we go. Lando answers back. 20.1 last tour. That's 0.2. Go on, Lando. Come on, chap. I can't believe it. Who am I? ECG. What am I rooting for, Lando? If there was a safety car, we'd take for a hard tyre. You'd only lose out to Oscar. Soft bloody Dora. If it's you'd only lose out to Oscar. Well, not necessarily. If you pitted, you'd lose. That's not true. If the pits, I don't know if that's true. Is Alonso not pushing for now? 42nd behind Russell. Oscar's picked it. Come on, Lando. Let's go, chap. Lando Norris has picked it up. Last time round, point to. Go on then, Lando. As near as makes no difference. A 120.0. Go on, Lando. Let's go. Let's go. That's not Lando Norris. That's Max Verstappen. Quota 2021. Half a second last door. 15 laps left. Spits of rain. Oh, the humanity. State's not so close. I'm upset for Charles a little bit. He performed heroics in quali. Oof. Oof. Go on, Lando. He's held something back as Lando. Lando brought his girl. He definitely needs to win now. Just like the basketball players. Have you seen the YouTube videos where basketball players show up like Michael Jordan when there's a girl that they fancy courtside? It's like... But 15 laps remaining. Last tour, only 0.5. Let's go. I don't hate this from Lando Norris. Who you got? I'm going romantic here. I'm hoping. I'm rooting on Lando. From a neutral and levelling of the competitive landscape perspective, lest we forget, Oscar Piastri currently leading in the Drivers' Championship. He's lost a little bit there, 0.6, 0.5, let's go. Come on, Lando, you're going to need more than that, chap. You're going to need a couple sub 120 laps and no mistakes. Qualifying laps, each and every single one, a la Michael Schumacher, 2000 to 2004. Need Ross Brawn on that radio. For Lando, Joe Charlotte's definitely got a problem. I know, agreed. Joe Pete's not good. Youth is wasted on the young, says Max Touche. Oh my God, 0.6 last time round. 40 laps. Go on, Lando. You can't allow him to get into the DRS, Lando. You got to be quicker than this, mate. You need a couple sub 120s. Come on, Lando. Oh, Oscar's just purpling. Look at that. Just purpling all the way. Go on, Lando. Lando, purple microsector. Since when have I rooted on Lando Norris? 4.8 is the delta. T minus 14 laps. Your move, Lando Norris 1.0, aka Dustin from Stranger Things. It is your move. George to pass Charles. I mean, imminently. 1.5 seconds is the delta, and he's got 14 laps worth, eh? Off. Smash the like. Do me a favour. If you like the stream, then like the stream. I'm nervous. Come on, Lando. Please, 4.4 seconds in the delta. Just go, Lando. Lando goes sub 20 last time round. 119.9. Half a second was the delta. 4.3 seconds on the docket. Oh my gosh, I'm losing my mind there. Come on, Lando. Go away, David Croft. This is not Fermat's last theorem. This is very basic maths. Half a second a lap, 13 laps. He will catch him very quickly. He's got 6 laps. Oh, no. 8 laps even. 8, 9 laps he'll be there. There's 13 laps left on the docket of the current. What's going on? So he'll have 4 laps to hold him off on the DRS. That's going to be techie because it's OJP and he's Mr. Forensic as far as he's got to pick up the pace. Come on, Lando. This is Michael Schumacher time now. Come after hour, come after man. 4 seconds to the delta between your first and your second position. 13 laps remaining. Lando, we need a 1:19.5, sir. We need, and his tyres are going to start to fall off, eh? Come on, Lando. Come on. I cheer for Lando Norris at the altar of a competitive race. 1:19.918 last tour from Lando Norris. Let's go, Lando. Come on, sir. I'm going to flip between screens because this is getting too chaotic now. I need to see microsectors. Come on, Lando Norris. Yellow, 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 green. Come. Crofty's not giving me what I need here. There's no excitement in his commentary. He's a bit flat. A bit stale like potatoes. 20.4 last tour from Lando Norris. 0.5 is your delta again. The gap is down to 3.7 seconds. Oh, the humanity. I'm about to have a stroke. I can't cope. I'm out. I can't cope. This is too much. Oscar Piastri is coming. Cue the Jaws music. You guys are right. 3.7 seconds is the delta. I mean, how do you like your F1, by the way, though, chat? I don't hate this. George coming. Go on, then. George, the gap between George and Charles. Currently half a second, well within DRS. It does feel like it's almost as far as George overtaking Charles. Charles got issues though, eh? No fair, Charles. 3.7 seconds is the delta between your top two. Oh, the humanity. Look at the look on Toto Wolff's face. Ever the stoic. He does look a bit bored, doesn't he? Ever the stoic. Breathe. Breathe, Toto. Do you know what I mean? There's no 24. Oh my gosh. Look at Charles Leclerc go round. Bloody Laura. 3.5 seconds. Oscar's made a mistake. What's going on there? 12 laps left. The gap between the two protagonists, Lando Norris and OJP for first place, is 3.4 seconds. Should we do some maths? 11 laps, 3.4. Oh gosh, it's going to be close. Lando. Oh my gosh, last tour. Lando's only 2 tenths adrift. Oscar's losing time and pace. Now in the dirty air. Now with his tyres dropping off. Not quite as far as Lando's or as much as Lando's. 0.2. Let's go. So Lewis goes in Hadjar. I mean, I'd pay attention to it. But I mean, for 11th position. No disrespect, Dane, but there's a race for first up front between the McLarens. Go on then. I need to find something out. This is chaos. This is chaos. But I mean, how do you like your F1 chat? OJP for the win. 67% of you think this is OJP. I think 67% of you are disrespecting Lando. Sometimes, Lando Norris, you've got to draw a line in the sand. Lest we forget, this is round 14. 3 seconds is the delta with 11 laps remaining. 2.9, I stand corrected. Excuse me. It's going to get techie. 3 seconds is the delta. How long can Lando Norris keep OJP out of his DRS? We have 11 laps worth of qualifying runs, hot laps each and every single time. 2.8 is the delta between Lando and his teammate OJ Piastri. Oh, the humanity. With 10 laps left on the docket. Oh, the humanity. 10 laps to go. Oscar will absolutely catch in a couple more laps. How long does it take him though? Over. That's the question, eh? 2 seconds. I've got goosebumps here. 20.1 last tour from Lando. 19.5. He loses himself half a second. So at the current lick, half a second, 4 laps. 4 laps time. 6 laps. Oh my gosh. 6 laps. Lewis will finish outside the points. I mean, the stress. Oh no, Lando 2.6. Get moving, Lando. Is it, his tyres going off? How old are Lando Norris's tyres? Older than Oscar's. 30 laps. Plays 15 laps old for Oscar. Fudge cake. 2.5 seconds of your delta. Come on, Lando. Let's be having you, mate. 16 points separates the two protagonists, the two papaya coloured drivers in the championship. Oh my gosh, George Russell on Shaw. Not a bit clumsy there from George. Who needs Riz when you have a podium? I don't hate it, TWF. If Lando can win this, I listen. All tongues must confess, all heads must bow. Lando Norris will have nailed it, but I mean, it's going to get techy. I don't think Lando will look to give this up with a fight, but he's got to extend. He's got to stay out of the DRS, hasn't he? 0.5 last stall. It's 4 laps. It's going to happen like lap 66, lap 67. It's going to get techie for a boring race. This is exactly Oakley. We've got us. I mean, I don't hate this. Give me a reason why to watch. A reason why we need to stay tuned in. 23, says Cam. Or says Mal even. No. So look. Lando Norris's laps are 31 laps old. Oscar's are 16. The tyre offset, therefore, is 15 laps. George says that's maybe another braking. Go away, George. We've got a race for first place. 9 laps. I mean, if Lando can do this, I will rate him. Or tongues will confess he's the luckiest driver. Joe Pease, I mean, sometimes you gotta... Fortune favours the brave just a little bit sometimes. You know what I mean? 20.1. 20.1 last... George overtakes and nails himself a third position. Another podium for George Russell. Charles Leclerc trying to do so. Oh my gosh, investigate that, chat. That's just dirty all over. Calm down. King George Russell just told you. Just the thing. 8 laps remaining, 1.8. Here we go, chat. Here we go. The meaty end of this race. Buckle up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. Oscar Piastri won at 19.9 last time round. Half a second quicker than Lando Norris. Yeah, that he's lost his mind, hasn't he, Charles? Let's have a look at Charles moving around in the brake zone. Ad infinitum in perpetuity. Look at this. Oh my God, Charles, you can't do that. Russell to win the race. DRS in 3 laps, says Sir John Perry. Oh, the humanity. Or less. Oh, 1.6. Now or never, Lando. Show us who you are, chap. Oh no. I mean, this is for the championship, chat. 1.6 seconds in the delta. Oh no, get moving. Team orders, McLaren. What happened to Papaya rules? Tell Oscar to hold off. Do you know what I mean? Why would they? 1.3 seconds. Oscar's Lando's struggling. And now they've got traffic's gonna ruin my race. Oh no. No, oh no. You're not even wrong, Lando. Get him out the way, please. Oscar's coming. No, Sachan, it's too much. 1.1 is the delta. 7 laps remaining. Lando looks like a sitting duck at this. Come on, Lando. Dial in, chap. Use those back markers to your advantage. If you can nail them at the right time, you'll gain time, not lose it, sir. You've got to anticipate here. Do you know what I mean? That's what Formula 1 is all about. Right place, right time. Let's go on, Oscar, says JV. 1.3 seconds in the delta. We have 7 laps remaining. You've got to put some of these back markers between you. Light spots of rain, says George Russell. Oh my God. What is going on here? It's too much. T-minus 7 laps left on the docket. We have a fight for first place and a fight, therefore, for the championship. The current distance, the quantum that Oscar Jack Piastri has in hand over Lando, 16 points. If it finishes as we are, that gap will be reduced to 9. Oh, the humanity. Oh, the humanity. 1.1, nearly DRS time. I have you now, says Vader. 1.2 seconds. Fudge, get going. Who's the driver of the day, chat? Well, you can't cast the driver of the day vote. Charles Bortoletto Alonso. You can't cast the driver of the day vote yet, can you? You've got to have the... No, you've got to wait for the race to close out, methinks, before we start having the driver of the day conversation. 800 of you watching concurrently, do me a favour and smash the like. Lewis Hamilton could potentially be about to insert himself into a race for 25 points. All eyes on Max Verstappen for a second. Oh my gosh, what's Max doing? Jeez, he just, the car won't turn. It doesn't do what he wants. Charlie's under investigation. Just keep the pressure up, Oscar. Lando will crumble, says James. No! I can't sit still, says Chiva. Fudge cake. Oh no, Oscar has DRS with 6 laps left. No. No, 1 DRS zone, or 1 DRS detection point, 2 DRS. Oh. Oh. Come on, Lando. Time to get your elbows up. Verstappen losing to Lawson. Insane. Insane. SD dub. Oh, yeah, this is true. Go on then, Nando. Get your DRS on, mate. From back markers. Lewis lapped. Good times for Sir Lewis there. Oh, come on, Lando. 0.6. Come after Oscar. Oh, easy G. Oh, come on, Lando. Lando needs help here, man. He's got to get his arms out. Lando go DRS. Lando will have DRS. OJ's going to win, says 07. Oh, no. 5 laps remaining. No. The joke is, chat. Fudge. Who is driver of the day, Tevin? I'll tell you in a minute. If Oscar nails Lando, then the driver of the day vote casts itself. If Lando keeps Oscar behind him for the next 5 laps, then the driver of the day vote casts itself. Lando does look in trouble. 0.6. Come on, Lando. Michael Schumacher up, chap. 5 qualifying laps for your life, sir. Bridges the gap to 0.7. Let's go, Lando. Use these back markers. No help for Lando. 4 laps, Lando. Come on, Easy G says. The pass is approaching. 0.8. Let's go, Lando Norris. Use those back markers to your advantage and bridge a gap. Break the DRS, Lando Norris. Let's go, chap. Neutrals need you, sir. 0.8 is the gap between Lando and Oscar Piastri. I've got goosebumps. 0.6 now. DRS for Oscar, but none for Lando. Lando, come after hour, come after. You've worked all your life for this, chap. Do you want to win yourself a Drivers' Championship? Or nah? Because if so, now would be a good time to stand up and take it. 0.6 is the delta. It's going to make it difficult. Remember, not that easy to overtake around Hungary. Hungary is Monaco without walls. Karting track settings. Come on, Oscar. Let's go, chap. 0.6 is the delta. 4 laps left on the docket. Oh, let's go. Oscar's good. Oscar got cooked out of the final turn, eh? DRS isn't DRSing right now. 0.7 is the delta between. Come on, Lando Norris. I cannot believe that I'm cheering for Lando Norris. In the name of racing, of course. 0.7 is the delta. Lest we forget, 2021, it was techier than techie things for the longest time. And I would argue Lewis Hamilton had himself a bigger delta over Fernando Alonso than it took him at least 3 or 4 laps. Go on, Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri, I think he's biding his time though, just a tad. Oh, 0.8, chat. 0.8. Oscar Piastri has an energy deficit. Let's go. Come on, Lando Norris. I've got goosebumps, chat. Oh no! Oscar Piastri closing massively. 0.3 is the delta. Leveraging DRS. Mr. Forensic car placement now. 0.7 though. Come on, Lando. Get your elbows out, chap. Make that car wide. In the name of Ayrton Senna and all those god-tier defensive drivers that came before you. 0.6 is the delta. Come on, Lando Norris. 3 laps left. Oh, the humanity. Oscar sniffing Lando's righties. 0.7. Lando going to do it. Come on, Lando. Let's go, chap. Come on, Lando. Get your arms out. This is Hungary, mate. Simple. If you can win at Monaco, then you can win at Hungary, notwithstanding DRS advantage from OJP. Mr. Forensic car placement. Oscar gaining, but he's all right here. 0.8 is the delta. Oscar Piastri is going to be about dirty air. Takes a toll. Oscar Piastri about to be outside of DRS. 0.7 is the delta. Looks like Lando's kept something back as far as tyre deg. Mention no names. Maximilian Verstappen, Cota 2021. Come on, boys, give us a fight. Last lap, turn 1. John Perry says, Sir John Perry, potentially. Oscar, it would be just like Oscar to tee something like that up. 900 of you in the chat. Do me a favour. If you like the stream, like the stream. Flipping Nora. How do you... I don't know, chat. Come on, Lando. Let's go. 2 laps remaining. 0.5 seconds is your delta. Oh, no, 0.2. Oscar's coming. Defend, Lando. Defend for your life, chap. Elbows out. Car super wide. 0.7 seconds in the delta. Lando holds him off again. Ain't easy to overtake around Hungary, remember. Per the legend that is Murray Walker, catching is one thing, passing is another. The delta goes up to 0.7. Oscar Piastri's used up all his battery now. DRS can't help you, Oscar J. Piastri. Lando Norris is dry. Lando. I mean, we're going to have to take Lando Norris naysayers, one of which I am, are going to have to take all the seats if Lando Norris can do this. Driver of the day writes itself. Oscar Piastri. Oh, Oscar Piastri outbreaks himself. Oh, just seen it. Mistake from Oscar Piastri. He sniffed it, But an uncharacteristic mistake. Lando Norris was perfect in his placement there. Better than Oscar Jack Piastri. 2 laps remaining. 0.6 is your delta. Lock up. Flat spot for Oscar Piastri, eh? 0.6 is the delta. I can't even... This is taking a look at the McLaren. The papaya-coloured boys and girls are sweating. I mean, it's borderline Axl Rosie's there in person. Oh my goodness, says Kayori. 0.8. I feel like Oscar's got this, you know. No mistakes, Lando. I feel like Lando's got this even. No mistakes, Lando. 2 qualifying laps. 1 lap for your live final lap, chat. Oh my God. Come on, Oscar. Come on, Lando even. Come on, Oscar. Oh, that was it, wasn't it? That very nearly. I think Oscar will be a bit gun shy. Remember now how we go racing. He was warned off. That was super close. 0.4 is the delta. I think Lando's got this, you know, chat. Just defense. 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 Oh my gosh. Oscar opens up the bloody. No, Lando's all right. Oscar positions his car. Lando positions his car brilliantly there. Look at that. Just nice enough not to compromise his exit, but to ensure that he's sufficiently defensively responsible. Oh, Oscar Piastri doing everything. Leclerc 5-second penalty. Well deserved as well. I mean, Lando's got this, chat. Go on, Lando. Oh, goosebumps. Bloody Nora, Lando. Let's go, Lando Norris. 0.6 is the delta. I'm a little bit behind you on audio. I know, visual. Why have I got water in my eyes? Go on, Lando Norris. I mean, he's done well there as Lando. He's done well there, mate. 0.6 is the delta. He's done it easy. I need to see it, though. I'm not calling you guys liars. But, you know, you don't want to disbelieve your evidence of your own eyes on this. Lando Norris about to cross the line on my screen. 0.7 is the delta. Bloody Nora, Lando. So, John, that's a champion's drive if ever I've seen one, to be fair, from Lando. Thou shalt put some respect on his name. Let's put on the shelf. Oh my God, he did it. Oh my gosh. Goosebumps, chat. Lando made it work. Box opposite, eh? Oh my goodness. Go on, Lando. That's a serious boy wonder back. Props. I mean, it was his track. I've got goosebumps, chat. That was nuts. That was absolutely nuts from Lando. Holy smoke. Improbable as hell, says Kayori. Oh yeah, his best victory by miles, Martin brother. What are you talking about? Holy smoke. God, what? I've got teary eyes like that. I mean, then he can go on and let's put some respect on Lando Norris's name. The start wasn't great as always, never is, but that Lando can do that despite the start. Yeah, you've got to punch the air. That is a mega job. Look at him, lovely again. Get your own celebration, Lando. Don't use Max's, especially on the back of such a god tier like he. I don't know why they pitted Max Louis. I don't know why they pitted him. I think the tyres were going to fall off, but at that point, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Holy smoke! Lando Norris has the whip hand, makes it work. 1 stops. Oof. One does not hate that. Not one little bit. If we dine at the restaurant of Sporting Endeavour par excellence, then one needs to put some respect on his name. I owe Lando Norris an apology. That was incredible. I mean, he had to do 20 quali laps, didn't he? Oscar doesn't respond. I think Oscar will be upset at that. Can't take it away from Lando. He got it done, says Neymar. 100,000 gazillion %. Oh my God. OJP's fuming. Didn't even respond. He'll be looking at that like, this dude just flops the start and does box opposite. Whatever I'm going to do, he does the opposite of. And how can I beat that? Sorry, Cameron, your boy lost again, says Harvin. When you say my boy, you're talking the chap that put it on pole for Saudi Arabia. He talking the chap that beat both McLarens into... Is that who you're talking about? Harvin. Harvin, are you a Lewis Hamilton? Yeah, I'm not even going to go. I don't want to end the stream with, well, my daddy's bigger than yours, Harvin. Like, no, not Lando Norris doing that. That would be disrespectful to Lando. Let's have a look at Lando getting out of the car. Props to Lando Norris. Bridges the gap to Oscar Piastri from 16 points. Now it is 9 points. Lando Norris right back in it, but he's still got things to clean up. The start wasn't fantastic. He wins despite another poor start, not because. He's got to clean that up. Done well. Props to Lando Norris. You guys have been legends, each and every single one of you. I'm happy. We got ourselves a race. Do you know what I mean? Formula One wins when it's like that. I disagree massively with the call of Crofty and Brundle. Excitement, 0 levels of. Do you know what I mean? That's why we've got to make it. We've got a crescendo over on the Cameron CC channel. Chaos. Right, ladies and gentlemen of the F1 jury, you guys have been legends. I appreciate you ad infinitum in perpetuity, without compunction at each and every single turn. Lando Norris gets it done. And for once, your boy Cameron CC has to shut his mouth about all the multitudinous foibles and mistakes of Lando, because he did that despite the errors of the unforced variety on lap 1, not because of them. Props to Lando Norris. Reaction video in a couple of minutes. Will go long at 8 p.m. as per usual. Between now and next time, the prosecution rests no further questions, Your Honour. Theodora, don't hate that. Props, Lando. Props, Lando.